Hi, welcome to our sixth Android tutorial. So, in this tutorial, I can show you how to execute this created Android project in Eclipse. Okay, and also I can show you more on this project. Alright. So, in the previous tutorial, we have created one Android project, so which is called my PROJ, which is over here. Okay. So, to run this project, you just go to this run button, which is situated here. So click on this run button, and it will prompt you to run as dialog box. So under this, we need to select the Android application. Okay, so we need to run this application as Android application. Okay, just click on OK. So now my project main manifest has been modified. Okay, it was simply I'm just to say giving deleting some spaces over here, so that's why it is modified. So we need to save this here. Click on yes. Alright, this emulator is loaded for you. So in which this emulator name is a MyDroid, which was already I have created one AVD which is called a MyDroid. So in the previous tutorial we have created AVD MyAVD. So this was executing with MyDroid, which was I created before that MyAVD. Okay, so no problem. Just you need to know how to create AVDs. So it will be running on MyDroid, which was already created. Okay, so this was loading alright, it was started now over here. So it was simply showing the installing the myproj.apk to your emulator over here. So once it is installed, then it will be finished with the execution. Alright, okay, so this is the first window of your emulator. Okay, so over here we need to unlock this one. So just go for unlock. Alright, now your MyProj application has been started over here, which is situated here, MyPROJ and hello world startup. Okay, see, this is the output of this project MyPROJ. Okay, so here we will be seeing this output MyPROJ, the name of the project, and hello world comma startup, the name of the activity. Okay, so this is the output of this project. Okay, so we can see how this output comes in Android. Okay, so first of all we need to go for the before discussing this MyPROJ manifest, we need to go for these sources which was created in the MyPROJ. So that is the com.myproj.app. So under this we got startup.java. Okay, so just double click on this one. Alright, so you will be having this Java file over here, so which is an activity. Okay, so as you know already, so if any class is extending any one class, means it is nothing but a kind of that extending class. Okay, extend the class which was startup is extending is activity. Okay, so if it was extending activity, means it's nothing but activity class. Okay, it's a kind of activity class. So over here, so we will import with several packages over here. So one is android.app.activity, another one is android.os.bundle. Okay, so this bundle is required for this method onCreate, and this activity is over here. Okay, so these are called Android APIs. Okay, these are the Android APIs which was imported here, and these are available for us just because of this one, Android.java. Okay, so you'll be having the Android app over here, and this Android APP will be having the classes activity, the very first class. Okay, and also this class will be this package will be having Android OS over here, and this class will be having bundle class over here. Okay, bundle. Okay, so with the help of this Android.jar, this packages are imported over here. Okay, so after this we have created a startup activity during the creation of the project, so which is a subclass of activity here, and in this one we get you see this public void onCreate bundle saved instance state super.onCreate saved instance state and the set content view r.layout.main over here. Okay, so here onCreate is a method which will be created, which will be called whenever the activity is created in the emulator and the mobile devices. Okay, so as you know, what is activity? Activity is it's just a user interface which was running in the emulator or the mobile devices. Okay, so which will be having several controls like text, buttons, and also labels, some more controls. Okay, so spinners and a lot more controls over there, so in which we can interact with them. Okay, we can feel their presence, we can touch and feel them using what actually, so by tapping on them or using any extra hardware devices. Okay, so here this activity is a class which will be calling this onCreate method whenever this activity is creates. Okay, so when this onCreate method is called, what happens, it will take a bundle saved instance state over here. So it will be creating, it will be calling this onCreate method. This we are overriding this method over here. Okay, so that onCreate is going to call that super class onCreate method again, which is nothing but a onCreate method of this class. Okay, so since we are overriding this one, so it should call that super class onCreate method, and the set content view r.layout.main. Okay, so this is the method which is used to set the view, whatever the view that was displaying whenever this activity runs on your emulator. So that will be that view will be created by this set content view, and the parameter is r.layout.main. Okay, this r refers to this r.java file over here, which is generated Java files, and layout refers to this layout. Okay, so and the main refers to the main.xml. Okay, so here is a little bit confusion for you. So how it will work? r.layout.main. So what is this r, this one, and this layout, and this main? Okay, how this reference will be taken here? Okay, so we can discuss this here. So set content view r.layout.main. Okay, we can go to this r.java right now. Okay, so under this r.java, so this is a package which was created by us, and this is called auto generated file, and we should not modify this file also. Okay, so this file is automatically generated by the Eclipse. Okay, so here this is a class which is of type final, in which it cannot be inherited. So whenever the class is created as a final, and that class is final enough, so that class cannot be inherited also. Okay, so this class will be having some subclasses. Okay, sorry, nested classes, not subclasses. Okay, so nested class, that is called a drawable and a layout. Okay, so here drawable will be having the IC launcher, which is of type public static final, and it will be having the main, which is of type public static final, which is called a layout. Okay, so this is a string which is called as name and hello, which is of type public static final. Okay, you can see this attributes as this is ATTR, which does not have anything, any implementation over here. So this drawable refers to this drawable folder. Okay, this r.java file is used to refer the resources, okay, which are created in the Eclipse project, and here drawable refers to this IC launcher and both this IC launcher and both this IC launcher. Okay, so here after this, the layout, come to this nested class layout. So under this layout we will be having the main.xml. Okay, so this layout is having a static final int variable which is assigned to someone value main. Okay, so using this r dot the layout class dot and a main. Okay, so dot is used here to access this main. Okay, because this is a static member. Which one? This main. Okay. So this layout can be this layout can access this main, which is nothing but this main.xml. Okay. And also the string will be having, so that is nothing but under here class string, which is nothing but this one. In this string we got actually app name and hello. So we can see this how this can be worked. Okay. So come to the main.xml file. Alright, so this is the emulator screen. Here in this graphic layout, so I can maximize this one a little bit. Okay, so here in this graphic layout, we will be having drag and drop options. Okay, you can drag the components and can leave here. Okay, so I can just drag and drop this button over here. Okay, and even we can delete this here directly. Alright, so or we can create a code for this one using an XML code. Okay, so that's called main.xml, so which is situated over here. Okay, so this main.xml is a file which was referred from this startup.java over here r.layout.main, because this will be having this will be in the under layout. Okay, so this r.java resolves so many problems, so it is used to access the resources and other components also. Okay, so other components like variables and whatever the components that was designed in XML files. Okay, so XML files are basically used to design views. Okay, user interfaces, UIs. Okay, so it is clearly one of the this will clearly separates this application from presentation logic. Okay, so this is the presentation, which was just a view which was created in XML files, and using this Java files we can control those views, and we can work with those views, and we can find out those views using the find view by ID method of activity to handle those views and in the Java files. Okay, so that's the advantage of this XML files. Okay, creating XML files. This XML files will be having several controls like this text view and more controls. Okay, we can see this main.xml file in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching this tutorial.